We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, we spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Kill. He's checking. Crash. Check. Check 26.
On first down, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check 52. Check nickel.
Now Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 2. Check it back. 2. Shit. Flare.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Go, 12. DC. Yes, sir. 3. Jam.
Here's gone. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go.
Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Goff's throw taken in by Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Los Angeles.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Push him back. 76, tell him. 76.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Tighten up. 76. 76. Hold on. Check. Hey, turn it up. Watch safety creep.
To throw is gone. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Johnson, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Davis now to return it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
DC. 6'6", bullet high. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Back. Showing it.
On 2nd and 9. Goff over the middle, complete. That's Woods.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
2 for 66.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On first down, it's gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Slam, slam, slam. Whip.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to get this to his rookie, that's Andy Isabella. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Rams, first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Double time. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Kill. Hey, we're close. Kill. Undercrunch. Switch. Hey, let's go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
Watch the shit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Come on. Switch.
They'll run it here with Brown. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for goal. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The 4-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Johnson running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get Tiger.
Out of the gun. Goff. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 36.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Robert Alford. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Terrell Suggs, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Pick the edge. Come. Bang, 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 bang.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Right there. 54, Mike. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray airing this one out for Fitzgerald. It got his man complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush. A lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're the punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Goff now to throw. Throw left side to Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They got a man. It's Woods. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check your hot read.
80 weapons. Value 3. Value 3. Hey, I7. You better bring it.
Goff on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You must be dreaming.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Looking for his tight end Clay, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now on 2nd and 13, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Goff now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
180.
I got it. 2 times, 2 times. Out. 3 down.
Shell.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
22 yards.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno. Check 24. Alert 3.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. 120. Value 3. 4 now.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. Woods, the intended receiver. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And the ball is knocked out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They'll run it with Johnson. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. They put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Terrell Suggs in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Super 1.
They try right side here. Gurley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, it's a 2nd win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.